What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? Let's talk about Doom Patrol, episode 2, which is entitled, what the fuck is entitled? Give me a second. Give me a second. Donkey Patrol. Listen here, y'all. Now, last week, when the pilot, I guess y'all already know, Doom Patrol is shaking the table. Doom Patrol has basically, to me, in one episode, it's better than the whole first season of Titans. That's just me. That's my opinion. Mine. Now I seen other folks went on other channels, check out their goddamn reviews, and they thoughts are similar to mine. They saying this is good. It keeps getting better every motherfucking episode. Now man, we only 2 episodes in. But it's glorious. It's fucking glorious. And now my main doubt, my main worry was basically CYBORG. Um it was dealing with the fact that CYBORG was gonna be part of Doom Patrol. Because as I remember, now mind you, I'm not a DC head all that much like I was with Marvel, but I knew enough. And I had certain DC teams that I did love and that I did try to keep up with. But I was like, I don't remember CYBORG ever being on Doom Patrol, which is true. And then I was like, when they showed who gonna play him, and I was like, when the hell we get a short ass CYBORG? The height thing, the height. And the height shouldn't take nothing from the motherfucking character, actor, or whatever. True enough, but this is before we saw how he could motherfucking roll with the punches of the goddamn crew. And I was like, he's short as hell. So I'm taller than him. How that gonna work? And then, the whole thing, like, with his, his cybernetics and shit like that. Now I was like, okay, I already know this is TV or streaming. We already know they budget ain't gonna be worth a damn, being as with the movies. So practical motherfucking enhancements is needed. And for what I seen, I said, okay, that's cool, that's Gucci. That fits. That's alright. It fits. And so what I'm thinking is like, okay, like he got fucked up 5 years ago in this storyline. Right? So what these like the first enhancements, first or second generation enhancements of his cybernetics or whatever and stuff like that. And I'm guessing, the older he get, the further along with the new technology, it will get better. It will get further along, close to, Justice League standards. And we also getting a timeline now. I was wondering where this timeline hit. Now, in this timeline, the Justice League is out. Everybody know about the Justice League. Everybody, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. And we're seeing with CYBORG, he ain't joined the Justice League. His father is treating him like a coach with a player and talking about you get better. You're going to get better and better, and the Justice League going to pick you up. That kind of shit, right? So we get that. And listen, I was worried, like I said before, how would he gonna mesh with the crew, the Doom Patrol crew. And when I tell you, it meshed like water. It meshed like motherfucking river water connected with ocean water and just blend and just gonna be his own motherfucking creature and all that stuff. I was like, that shit seems seamless. How the hell you just muzzle yourself up in here and just blend it in like that? I mean, it fit. He fits. And I'm like, bitch. He fucking fits. And it shocked the fuck out of me. I was like, wow. And like I was thinking like, okay, is my boy, Cliff, he gonna feel some kind of way being that he's an old robot, old rusty, crotchety motherfucker. And here come this new cat with the new enhancements, book, book, boom. And listen, Brandon Fraser, the way he go boom, 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 and just motherfucker, just the way he uses his voice to reflect how he feel, being that he can't move his face, being this. It's timeless. And I just love hearing Brandon Fraser cuss. Because really, when I was growing up with him, he ain't hardly cuss. So just to hear him say fuck, shit, everything, it is beautiful to me, and it's uplifting, and it's spiritual, and I fucking love it. But yeah, that was my main concern with this episode was motherfucking Cyborg. But he fits. Alright, so yeah, let's get to the episode. Okay. So at the end of the pilot, we basically see Mr. Nobody made a black hole. You might want to call it a black hole, a portal or whatever, into the street, and it's basically sucking the town. Clarkston. And that's the name of their town, Clarkston. And it's sucking it up. Now, the chief, he's in the bus with Nobody, and Nobody basically, he doing his whole narration shit. And let me tell you how about this show. Let me tell you the reason why I love this fucking show. They tends to bust the fourth wall a lot. And I think some folks call it like meta or whatever. Cause while Nobody is giving his motherfucker speech or whatever, doing what it do, Chief was like, who the fuck is you talking to? Homeboy said, Grant Morrison fans, the Reddit threads, and the motherfucking 3 new fans that we got who stayed after the donkey fart part. And I was like, really, bitch? Really? This is how we going? Okay, I'm with it. And I ain't gonna lie, I am loving homeboy as Nobody. I am. He got the snark that fits this goddamn motherfucking character. I fucking love that shit. So everything's going to shit. Negative man, he there. We can't see what he doing. Rita, she like, and as we know, Cliff, that motherfucker still a cussing. He's like, what in the fuck nut is going on? And Jane is like, where's the chief? And all that. And so we see the bus motherfucker lifting up due to the black hole that's basically getting bigger and bigger into the motherfucking street. And so the bus lifts up, and Jane, she runs to the bus and try to stop it. And one of her personalities got super strength or whatever. I wonder is that Hammerhead? Cause ain't Hammerhead the one that got the strength? I don't know. But Hammerhead shows up and all, and basically stops the truck. But due to, she can't really get a good grip on the bus, and the bus motherfucker flips and goes into the darn hole. Now, why this shit is going on, focuses like the people, you see the citizens or whatever, the townsfolk, they are running, but they steadily getting sucked in. Then you hear this little voice, y'all, talking about, the time is nigh, oh God, you had this, so give this speech, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Why are they focusing on this goddamn trash can? Y'all, tell me about this cockroach. is crawling out that got that car, crawling out that got that trash can, y'all, and basically giving praise to the Most High. He said, I have been faithful unto death. Crown me and let me be seated by your most holy side. That's the motherfucking cockroach. And the cockroach said, cockroach saying, listen, I'm gonna be the last one here. Cause you know what folks saying, when the world ends, the only thing that's gonna be still here and living and breathing is goddamn cockroaches. And I think some folks used to say share too, but I said, y'all ain't gonna talk about my girl like that, but whatever. And so I cackled when I saw that cockroach motherfucker going off. But the bus, it goes into the hall. Jane walks. And Jane got this look on her face. She finna go after the chief. Cliff like, don't you do it, bitch. And she runs and jump. And Cliff is spazzing and all that shit. And he just going caca. And then the hole closes. And so there's no town. Everything's gone. And the only ones that still standing is Cliff, Rita, and Larry. And here we go. We hear Cliff, what the fuck? What the shit? What the hell? What the fuck? And he like, what's going on? And he's just over it. And Rita like, out of sight, out of mind. I'm finna go back home. It's Thursday. And she like basically telling him they going back and forth exchanging words. And she said, listen, we are not superheroes. Rita thing is this. She just rather be unknown. Because, she tried to go out around the people and we see what happened. She found out that some kind of way they were using her image for porn. Or it was a secret of hers that she was doing porn. We don't fucking know. Or, or it's some porn store that looked almost identical to her and was using her name for porn. We don't know. And we see how she couldn't control her body. And, shit pop off. So, they go. Rita says, I'm finna go back home because it's Thursday. It's trash day. And Cliff like, we gotta find the chief. The town is gone and all that stuff. And, whoop de woo. He said, I'm finna try and do something. And, Larry, he's like on the same mindset as Rita. But his thing is this. I'm getting the hell out of here. And as we seeing that, he's kind of like a coward, somewhat. But the thing about him, I don't put no fault on him about that. I don't. Because he's dealing with his own demons. And I guess that's how he deals with them. But, it's going to come to a time that he's going to have to man up. And he's going to have to confront that shit. And him and his demons or whatever, his power. They're going to have to come to some middle ground. And so, here we introduce CYBORG. Detroit bitches. And we see something new with CYBORG's ability. And all that stuff. And really, did we even see this? How he did this? I'm trying to remember. I don't even remember seeing them trying this little stunt with his abilities. Even when I was watching Teen Titans, the cartoon, and all that fucking shit. Being that he is mainly cybernetics, he does have control of all the infrastructure or whatever. And so he basically takes over this ATM because he's been watching this muggle and all this shit. Had this girl want to empty out her ATM and give him the money. And, he had to look out up the corner and stuff like that. And basically, if you take so much amount of money and everything, felony. He said, do you want to be rich? Sort of rich? Bruce Wayne rich? Now, I don't know why he asked that question because we all want to be Bruce Wayne rich. Do you know how rich that motherfucker is? We all want that. And so he handles do what it do, beats the robber's ass, and it's Gucci. And so you know, he's sitting, he watching, he checking out the feeds, and we hear something about we get a little tie in with Titans. Now while he's listening to the darn news feed, you hear say something about this dude that what is a real bad car accident and that killed like his whole family or some fucking shit. But come to find out, you know, when he was talking to the police, he said it was a naked man and his dog. And we all know that's Superboy and Crypto. And so, listen, I can't wait for second season of Titans. Listen, whoever writing and handling Titans and everything, listen, Titans creator. Doom Patrol is on the second episode and is already shitting on y'all. So y'all gonna have to come on. Come on. Y'all gotta do better. Come on. Get to it. Y'all got bad competition. Y'all got some badass competition. Alright, so he goes into the different feed. He goes into the Argus feed, and then he finds out about Cloverton. And he already knows about Cloverton. Cloverton is where his uncle stays. Basically, the chief. So we know it is some connection there. He actually sees the chief as a father figure, especially if he gonna call the motherfucker uncle and stuff like that. And so the chief shows up, bring him this little thing, I guess about his eye, his cybernetic eye, to fix him up and stuff like that. And Cyborg's dad, as I stated earlier, he just on his own thing is we finna get you in Justice League, nigga. And everything. Your main concern is you getting your shit together. You train hard. You do this. Be your utmost perfect performance, so you could get into the big leagues, which is damn Justice League. That's his only fucking concern. And so, and you know, homeboy, that's what he want to do. You know, he wants to do that for what? To make his mom proud, being that he did lose his mom in the accident that made him what it was. And, you know, make his dad proud and all this stuff like that. So, yeah, that's what he want to do. But, as we see, it's going to be a minute before he hits the Justice League. So, you know, Chief was like, you know, you bursting with potential and everything. All this stuff, you don't want to, check out what I got. So, that's the flashback. So we get back. Rita's around the house. She cleaning up now. Her holding on to her, controlling her body is wonking with her today. So she's under stress and everything. She's trying to stay calm. Larry basically saying, I'm out this bitch. And he hauls ass to get he's trying to get away further as he can from Cloverton. And which is funny, he hits the bus station while he gets a ticket. Every time the bus shows up that's going to his destination, he stands up and his inner self leaves a comatose. And he wakes up. Now he done did this about I don't even know how many times. I want to say more than 10. His inner self, that negative self of his, that negative spirit or whatever, I'm just gonna say his soul. His soul basically saying, no, you're not going anywhere. Tired of you running. Tired of you being a punk. Man up. And you finna stay here. That's basically what his soul is doing. And stuff like that. And so Larry, he spasses out. He said, I'm trying to get away so I can say to these people and everything, what you want for me? It basically drops to his knees and stuff. And do the whole dramatic thing and stuff like that. It's cute. Now, Matt Bomer. We know Matt Bomer playing his voice. And I ain't gonna lie, I like his voice when playing Larry. It's smooth, and it like he really doesn't, like his voice stays one tone. You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff, like, it's well put together. But you had to think about, you know, the timeline he came from and all that stuff. He was modeled to be this certain motherfucking icon and shit like that. So I guess, you know, his voice and his afflictions, you know, represent that and stuff like that. Cause, you know, listen, Brandon Fraser, I fucking love Brandon Fraser. So y'all gonna hear me rant about his ass. He just be going all kind of ways. I fucking love him. And so we're going back to Cloverton population 0. And here is Cliff running behind the albino ass donkey, who is, as we learned for the long, is a doorway to Mr. Nobody's humble abode. So he's chasing a donkey and stuff like that, going all around. And this is when Cyborg and Robot Man finally meet. And it's funny. And listen, Robot Man straight up throwing jabs. And this Cyborg, you know, he letting that shit roll off on him, but the way they go back at each other, they bounce off each other, it's magic. It is. It is. He surprised me, homeboy that playing Cyborg. He surprised me, y'all. And so, man, you remember Jane was motherfucking gone, right? The donkey upchucks Jane. And Jane is kind of worse from where? Now, we all remember Jane got all the goddamn motherfucking personalities. Now, and where Jane was at, we don't know what the fuck she seen, what the fuck she experienced, or anything of that nature. It was probably her own version of hell. So when they get back to the mansion and stuff like that, Cliff, Cyborg, they get met by different incarnations of Jane. Now, Rita, Larry, they like this. I ain't finna do shit. You ain't finna do shit. Let's disappear. We gonna do our own thing. Cause it ain't about us. It ain't for us. And all that stuff like that. So they basically try to chunk the deuces. And so, one of the, listen. I went and tried to find out about all this girl's personalities and their powers and stuff. And being that we got a cute little, cute little selection of what she has. My favorite one is, I'm thinking, is Silver Tongue. That's the one her words turn into weapons and shit like that. That's the baddest one so far. I freaking love that one. I like, oh girl, I could use that power right about. I could use that power. I could use that. So there's that. And so while here comes this one part called Baby Girl. It's a Baby Girl. And Baby Girl know who Cyborg is. Baby Girl is a fan, but Baby Girl is scared of Robot Man. So Robot Man, he goes and try to learn all he can about Jane. And I'm digging how they doing their relationship. I'm thinking in the comic books they did go together. They was together, but in this incarnation, I'm glad they didn't. It's more like a father figure to a daughter, almost. So he goes and look up all the old videotapes of the chief, talking to Jane. And basically, we hear about the underground. And the underground is basically where all her personalities reside. And it's like an underground train station. So each train stop is one of her personalities. And it said the further down you go, From what I read, is I guess the most dangerous of her personalities or whatnot. But it's if you go down to the 64th level, I guess, is when, you know, like her personalities go to die and stuff like that. And I also read her backstory. Listen, no child should be able to go through that goddamn much molestation and rape. I'm sorry. I ain't listen. That I was reading that. I said, okay, this is for real. I like y'all just really doing it, huh? I just like she so for real. I said, good goddamn, she ain't had no choice. Cause it was shit. Her life was shit. And you know, the thing about it, I know it happens all the time. It happens in real life. It just hurts. It's just sad. It's just fucking sad. But you know, while he's doing that, and Cliff is looking at the video, and he finds out about Katie. And who is Katie? Katie don't like to be interrogated. And so Cliff like, oh shit. And so we see Cyborg with Jane. You know, he using his, you know, his trinkets or whatever, and showing baby girl kitten videos. And so he's trying to find out what happened, you know, where's the chief and all that stuff. And you know, she brings up Katie and stuff like that. And so he like, well, where's Kayla? Let me speak to Katie and all that stuff like that. And so Cliff don't put two together. Cliff was like, oh shit. And Cliff try to make it to where they at. And baby girl lets out Katie. And Katie is a goddamn fire beast. And she is a being of pure fire. And she starts trying her best to deep fry Cyborg. And they're going back and forth, and a robot man stopped Cyborg. I guess he was getting ready to fight her and all that. And then next thing you know, here comes Jane, and she's motherfucking going to her personality. We see her throw lightning. We see Hammerhead. She done pop the hell out of not Cyborg, but Robot Man, and made him fly up a story. And we see Silvertongue. I fucking love Silvertongue. And the way they had her dressed up, it reminded me of Danny Moonstar from X-Force. No, from the New Mutants. New Mutants, that's back in the day and everything. The way they had her get up and everything, she remind me of Danny Moonstar. So it was that mess. So they was able to Cyborg was able to get her in her room and lock up. You know? So they still going back and forth, you know, Robot Man and Cyborg and all that stuff. And so we go outside, and Larry and Rita, they outside talking. They playing Jenga. And you know, Rita said, we are not, that is not our problem. We are not here. We're not doing this. Boom, 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 boom. And Larry is like, what if the donkey is a door? And you know, while he is saying that, she's trying to tell him, shut the hell up. We are not in this. And so Cyborg comes out, and they finds out that's basically what it is. When Cyborg scans the donkey, look in the donkey's throat, it's a keyhole. So literally, the donkey is a door. And so they got to find a way to get inside there. Now, mind you, we got Rita, who could turn into a blob. And Rita like, I am a Golden Globe nominee. And the way she said it with that much conviction, that's how I'm be saying when somebody I'm just gonna say it when I had to let y'all know where I stand or whatever. And so basically she goes in, see Cliff. Cliff is sad. And you know, Cliff said, I don't know what's going on with Jane. And you know, Rita like, good goddamn. All right, I'm gonna need a damn garbage bag. So they basically use Rita as, you know how they do the pastry bags and they clip the tip, and when they use the frosting or whatever, that's basically how they using her. But some kind of way, she gets sucked in the donkey, and Cyborg is trying to get her out, and next thing you know, Cyborg and Larry ends up in the donkey. And now they are in the Cloverton part of the donkey. And here we got Mr. Nobody narrating they whole judge. And which is funny is like the citizens, well, the townsfolk of Cloverton, they got their pictures on spikes and stuff like that, and they actually got a picture of the cockroach, y'all. I live. You hear me? And so, you know how like back in the day, I guess if you go in like in museums and like they talk different languages or some fucking shit, and you have earphones and everything to hear narration. That's how they got for Larry and Rita and Cyborg. And so basically what nobody does is he takes them each into their own reality. A scene from their past, if you want to say it. And with Cyborg is when the lab blew up. Rita is a scene in a movie. And with Larry is with him in the plane. We're gonna do Cyborg. Basically with Cyborg, nobody said he really didn't have to fuck with him because basically he lives through his hell every day and stuff like that. And you hear Cyborg basically break it down like, you can't touch me. I live through this, boom, 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 boom. Every night I try to do this to make my mother proud, to this and yah, boom, boom. But when nobody clocks his team and say you're miserable. He said, you're the worst of them all. He said, you don't have no memories. You have programming. And let me tell you something. That scene when, like, he outside and he missing leg and arm. And then when he's in the operating room with his dad and you see meat hanging off of him. That shit was nasty. Look, I said, oh, we coming with the go-off. Oh, my God. But what was funny, which was strange with that, is basically nobody was actually, might well gonna say, telling the truth on that. Because he's saying you don't have memories. Only thing you have in programming, because toward the end, when Cyborg Daddy shows back up. And that whole little speech that Cyborg gave nobody. Tell me why the dad gave that same motherfucking speech word for word. And I was like, yo. So, well, how much of that programming is you? And how much programming is your father? You know what I'm saying? And with Rita, she got this part. She trying to go through this part and all that stuff. And the thing with her is, she said, fuck you, don't make me go through this, yeah, you don't know me, and yeah. What baby she left behind? So she got a kid. She left a child behind. We're going to have to see about that. And with Larry, it's basically Larry had to come to grips. He was living in a lie. He had a wife and kids, and he also had that lover. And so, basically, it was like what he was going to do. He was living that life for so long. And what was funny, right? In which I done heard this shit many a time. And you being the other side, motherfucker, and you try to get that the ultimatum to the motherfucker, like, you ain't got to choose. I don't want you to choose between us, but you're gonna have to choose. Motherfucker, then I might have to choose. You ain't got to choose either one of us, but you're gonna have to choose. Motherfucker. And all that stuff. I wants to know more about with Larry and his lover. Because homeboy. Now we saw, there go the wife, we saw her. And so when they showed the lover, you know, he looked at like, you know, like he normally look, but then do a quick back, he all janked up with tumors and shit. So what happened? All that radiation and everything, he must have touched him skin on skin contact or whatever. Oh my God. Oh my God. Mm-mm. So there's that. And so Mr. Nobody told them, well, this what happened. While Larry's up in the plane and all this stuff, and you know, he going through his thing, his soul pops out and everything, and that's what basically saved them. It basically brought the whole town back and brought everybody back except for the chief. And so basically nobody told him, said, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all were lucky this time pimping, but forget that you ever had a chief and don't come around here no more, or I'm gonna have to beat your ass. Just along them lines. And so they come back, everybody goopy, and then the dolphin, not the dolphin, the donkey blows the hell up. And I'm like, well, how the hell y'all gonna get, I said, how y'all gonna get to the chief? The donkey done blew the fuck up. So I don't even know, y'all. And next thing you know, here comes the daddy. That motherfucker done showed up and he hot and pissed. And he goes off with Cyborg, and you know, reprimanding him. And it seemed like he tried to put that little guilt trip on him, you know, and all that. And that's when we hear about that whole speech. We hear the father saying exactly what Cyborg said, and nobody's, you know, Maryland and stuff like that. And so Cyborg said, give me a couple dice. Now, while that was going on, like before then, while they were all in, you know, they married, you know, all up in nobody's land, Cliff was going through the motions with Jane. He was basically trying to check on her. He kept getting flashes of his daughter. And, you know, like he will show him, listen, Cliff was a shitty ass man. He was a trifling husband, but he was a good father. He loved his daughter and stuff like, he loved his baby. So, you know, it showed him making peanut butter sandwiches and all that stuff. And, you know, Cliff, as nice Robot Man, tried to do the same thing. But, you know, he's very strong. He don't know his own body. And so while he goes and gives her the sandwiches, Jane being a bitch, and she goes and says, well, 3 is allergic to gluten, the other 12 have a peanut allergy, and I am not your fucking daughter. I said, now, Jane, you're going to have to come off a Cliff now. Ho. You got to come off of him. You're going to have to be nice to my nigga, bro. And, you know, Cliff breaks it down and basically says, you know, I'll never know what kind of pain you went through that actually make you break yourself in them many motherfucking pieces. But if you don't want to talk about it, we ain't got to talk about it. I'm just going to be here. Like that. And, you know, she comes around and said, can you make me another sandwich? And that's them. Boom. 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 And I'm trying to remember what else. That's it, y'all. That's Doom Patrol. That is Doom Patrol. Listen to Doom Patrol. See, it's good shit like this that makes me want to binge. That makes me wish that DC Verse would put Doom Patrol, just throw all the episodes. But they don't, which is cool. They ain't got to. You know, just get us ready for Friday. Just like with Titans, got us ready for Thursday. Did they come out Thursday or Friday? Thursday. So, yeah. That's it, y'all. Tell me what y'all thought about the episode below. What y'all like to dislike. How do y'all feel about Cyborg? Y'all digging Cyborg? I'm digging Cyborg. And boom, boom, boom. That is it. Holla.